Indonesia and Russia flex their military might in a joint naval training exercise in the Java Sea just months ago. Now their military ties could be closer than ever, with reports Russia wants to establish a base for long-range aircraft in the Indonesian region of Papua, at the Manuhua Air Force Base at Biak Numfor 4.
We obviously do not want to see Russian influence in our region. We regard Vladimir Putin as an authoritarian leader who has broken international law.
The reports surfaced on a US military website, Jane's, late today, sending the Australian government scrambling for information, and was seized upon by the opposition leader on the campaign trail.
The question here is whether or not the government had any forewarning. This would be a catastrophic error in the government systems if the DFAT under Penny Wong didn't know anything about it.
As Australian officials scrambled to verify the reports, the Defence Minister, Richard Marles, took the concerns to his Indonesian counterpart, saying he had received an ironclad guarantee that the prospect of Russian planes in Indonesia was simply not true.
We are seeing increasing cooperation between Australia and Indonesia at a defence level, and I expect all of that to continue.
My message to President Putin is that he's not welcome in our neighbourhood.
The Australian government believes both Russia and China are increasingly focused on the growing US military presence in Darwin and the Northern Territory.
If the Russian request is real, few in Jakarta know about it. Spokesman for both Indonesia's Defence Ministry and Foreign Affairs Ministry told the ABC they're unaware of it. The Russian embassy declined to respond to our questions. But the reports have caused a stir, with a very senior member of Indonesia's political opposition saying no foreign power should ever have a military base here. Bill Birtles, ABC News, Jakarta.
And now here's Foreign Affairs reporter Stephen Jedjets with his analysis of this report of a request from Moscow to base aircraft in Indonesia.
It's not surprising to see Jakarta move quickly to nip this story in the bud. Indonesia has long prized its foreign policy independence and typically avoids doing anything that risks antagonising the larger powers. We still don't know exactly what was or wasn't brought up by Russia. Diplomatic sources say even if this wasn't raised directly with the defence minister in Indonesia, it could well have been brought up by more junior players. Either way, allowing Russia to base surveillance aircraft and potentially long-range bombers in Indonesia, where it would be easier for them to monitor and potentially even hit US and Australian military assets, seems to have been a red line which Jakarta does not want to cross.